Alright, let's start it up. We are back with more Deceive Inc. Today. It's basics refresh, Madam time, Madam Shu, Zoo. I'm not confident in the pronunciation of that, but let's go over a 1-1 and 1 build, weapon 1, expertise 1, passive 1 here. We got the Zhulong, Shulong. I apologize to everybody about this pronunciation. Here's the stats. Let's see it in the training range for a moment. Hit over here real quick. So we get 10 damage for 13, and we can fight pretty fast. You can just hold the button, and if you ADS it, it's pretty good. And then we have our expertise. Our expertise is very good, and one of the reasons I do recommend newer players unlocking Madam early if they feel like, they like the character, because it is a really easy escape tool. This is a kind of a long explanation, but it's a lot easier to see in person here, so you can see I've spent some time in here. All you do is you hit the button, you enter the stance, you can highlight an NPC, and when you click it, you basically take over their body, leaving your disguise behind. If you do look, we were that disguise previously. Just to show again, you can see in the lower left there we are that NPC. If we do, I'm just going to walk this way because we saw Ernest there leaving. We're now this NPC, leaving that one behind. And we'll do it one more time. If I go out of cover first, we again leave that cover we were before behind. So really good for getting away in such fights, but also for initiating fights. So this guy here who's not afraid and, keeps being here is actually the Squire bot. If we snap into a player, we both lose our cover. And he, starts shooting us because he's a bot, but yeah, we both lose our cover. So important, you can snap into someone as an initiator as well as a getaway tool. And then finally, we can't really show this one off, but we'll hopefully see it in game. You can kind of see it in the video there. This is just when people break their cover within a certain amount of range of you, you'll get an icon of basically where they are. This is really good, especially on, I'm going to call specifically Diamond Spire, because of its somewhat poor audio, directional audio. Oftentimes on other maps, I can hear where the fight is before this actually tells me, or at the same time. But Diamond Spire specifically, with its floors and somewhat poor audio, directional audio, this makes it a lot easier to find people. So if you were upgrading this build, this one is very good. This is among the worst weapons in the game, so getting her to Mastery 9 to unlock this weapon, not super high priority. This one's also very good. Similarly, well, not similarly, but this one's very good. I'm not going to show it off, but instead of snapping directly to someone, you set something and then you can call back to them. This one just lets you do the same one we just saw 3 times in a row. And then passives, we talked about this one. This one's okay. It's not amazing. Just lets you see people who are low health out of cover within a certain range of you. And actually, there's a little lie here. That last line says it's only visible to people in line of sight is actually not true. It is a certain range around you, about 20 meters, 25 meters, I believe, on that one. And then this one is very strong. Whenever the phase changes or like a vault terminal's hacked, there's a ton of times this goes off. You get a little snapshot of everybody on the whole map. I'm sure you maybe have seen that in other videos, but you can definitely go and find that in our Madame playlist if you want. So yeah, this is very good to unlock, but this one's also good. These two are pretty good. Personally, I don't have big enough brain to use this effectively, but it's a lot shorter range, but you can do it 3 times, and then these two are pretty good. So she's got really good unlocks the whole way up. Definitely here and here, 4 or 5. 7, again, great. 8 and 9 for me are a bit of a miss, but so she does get some stuff early. Gonna go over the field upgrades. This is a bit of a longer intro, but I'm using my Larson Madam one, which does have that early HP we talked about if you saw the Squire video, along with a ton of, we dedicated our gold chip to our expertise cooldown to be able to get away or initiate fights. So we're just repositioning fights more. Other than that, we're pretty much the same as our mains. These two are the same, and we just knocked intel capacity down so we could put health on green. So we've already had a really long intro for Madam here, so let's get right into our 2 games, and I will see you there. Alright, let's start it up. Welcome to game 1 of our Madam Basics refresh here. Did I restart games until I found Diamond Spire? No, as far as you guys all know. Definitely not because I specifically called this map out in the passive over here. But let's get going. We got a bunch of intel. We spawn next to a gray safe, and we're just gonna loop. We're just gonna do a little. I'm using my hand to try to indicate. We're gonna do a loop around this way and back towards A, trying to gather as much intel as possible. We might even sprint. There's a chance someone spawned up here with us, but I'm not too worried. Especially once our expertise comes off cooldown. There's a ton of NPCs around. Oop, there's the passive, if you want to know what that looks like. So there was only 1 dot, which usually means it was just 1 player. Looks like over there. If I had my expertise... Oh shoot, I'm too distracted. Okay. If the expertise was up, I was gonna try to snap to... Yeah, I'm gonna try this. Can we get the door from here? We can't. They're fighting? Yeah, they're fighting. Make sure we're crouched as we open the door. If we could hit shots, that was awful. Do it a little better than that, but otherwise, that's how it goes. We can't open this because we are poisoned, because I accidentally touched the bubble, although barely, and this poison is going to take forever to wear off, and I can't get any of these disguises until we do, so we're a bit at the mercy of this poison bubble.
I better see some tips.
But decent third party, that's really what the expertise is about. This might be a player, so we are going to be ready. They won't know exactly who we are because of all the NPCs that are just picked up. That's why we pick them up. And they have left. Great. Alright, we found our way into a green room. We got our overclocked chip, which is great early pickup. Keep an eye out, because again, it's the same disguise as the person we thought might be a player earlier. Don't have our get out of jail free button up yet. I'm gonna grab this food. And we only need a little more food, and then we're good. Didn't get any key cards, and kind of still want to go up to A, but our guard disguise just walked away. Well, I think we still are, and we might be able to find one. One thing Madam's really good, actually this is a good time to show this off. Madam's really good at what I call a knocking strategy, which I'll show off here in a second, although apparently there was a fight up here based on all the guards, or the guard rezzing the guard and the NPCs crouched, so maybe we won't show off a knocking strategy right now for fear that we'll knock and a player will answer.
I see you now.
There's another one of those. This guard always freaks out a little bit trying to get into that spot. Are you a player? Might be a player. Is there food? There is not food. Let's lead with a flick. I think you're a player. Alright, yeah.
I'll take good care of it.
Alright, there we go. We got the squire. We do get in here. Didn't get to show off the knocking strategy. We might try that on another door or next game, definitely, because it is very cool. Excellent keycard pickup. Even though we have the keycard, I might still try to show it off, because it's something that's really good to learn on like any agent, but it's really good on Madam, just because of our snap ability and that instant cover we can get out of it. We're going to go in here, we're going to heal, and then we'll jump down to E with our bounce pad, and then we'll do a knocking strategy on the E door if there's a guard. And that's the plan so far. There we go, 108 max health value, hit the secret exit, bounce pad out. Shouldn't really be worried someone's above us. There we go. Big jump, deploy. Alright, we actually deployed that a little late. If you're really good at it, it won't bounce. Alright, this is how you do a knocking strategy. It's pretty simple. You knock on the door, the guards get mad at you, they open the door, and you leave. Or you go through the door. And then it saves you a bunch of intel. We kind of assumed this was gone. We saw the safe gone.
Couldn't help yourself.
Ooh, oh, it's up a floor. It's at D. So there's a fight going on at D right now. That's what that symbol told us. So we could rush up to that, and I think we're going to, because that's a player there. Okay. They were jumping around. That's not great for us. We don't have our thing. Now I'm going to be jumping around. Oh, if I could get through there, that would have been better. Alright, I'm a little scared. That's why I'm playing this way. And we changed disguises, which seems odd, but this way at least we're safe for now. Get the one. Just there's a 0 chance we'll be back here. But alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna wait for that. There we go.
Let's hope this
Alright. That's a player because NPCs don't go in there. And jump. There we go.
Authority is earned.
Alright, Doug, I save you. Alright, we've killed a lot of squires. Okay, I think you're fine, and we know Doug's fine because we rezzed them. We still don't have our gold, and so this is one of the things where this is why I actually put health on green, and why I do recommend that for like newer players, because if you don't have your gold, and your gold is your health, you just don't have any bonus health, which is bad. Obviously, I'm kind of making do with less expertise cooldown. It's definitely doable. It's doable with less health, but you know, more health is just better. Alright, we want that outfit. We are at full health, don't need the food. If I could have got the outfit before she entered this room, it would have been better, but I didn't quite catch her. Kind of weird run, but there's not really a reason an NP or a player should be going that way, so not too worried. Alright, someone's definitely ahead of us. So really all we want at this point is the gold chip, assuming they didn't grab one from that room, because we do want that gold chip. They didn't come out this way, so we're gonna just head in, not after them, but in order to get that gold chip. We are gonna wait for one more ping just to make sure they're not trying to like camp the room because they saw us open the door or anything like that. So we are gonna wait until they ping one more time, then we'll go in. We're pretty sure they came this way, so unless they have the key card, I think they took, no, the gold's there. Alright, it might be a Larson or something because they put a poof. There we go. Gold ship, great pickup. Not quite sure who it is. We're actually not going to go that way because trying to find them in that field of NPCs right now is going to be difficult. Although if they saw us, we have now changed disguises, which is great. If I could get down this place, even better. Alright. I'm actually going to back out. We're not going to leave the vault entirely, but holding this area is not great because there's a ton of different exits they can make. They're not really going anywhere fast though, so I'm going to chill here. The only healing station in the vault's that one, so not too worried about them like healing. There's not a ton of food in this vault. There's some right there. I feel like that would be a little early if that was them. Might be them though. Now I'm sus of everybody. Okay. Oh boy.
There you are.
Alright, we did third party that super hard, but we got the victory, so it works. Make sure we fill up on everything. Alright, I believe it called the A. We did sort of already show off an A to C jump this game when we jumped from well, Terminal A all the way to the bottom. We landed on a lamp, which was kind of cool, but we'll probably do one to B. I did an A to B jump in another one of these basics refresh. We'll do another one here, and then we'll go to game 2. So how to do the A to B jump is you can either hop on this umbrella and then hop on this, I don't know, rain cover, gondola, not a gondola, I was gonna say gazebo, but that's not right either, so, or you can go up here, and this is a slightly easier jump, and again, you go from here to this umbrella, make sure you have your bounce pad over the fence, and there you go. You make it to B, taking no damage. Something Madam can do is also in midair, you can just snap to an NPC. There's some, well, I won't say sometimes. There's usually one out here for you to get, Not always though, so do at least look before you leap. There we go. Yeah, we'll see you. Well, I won't say I'll see you in game 2 yet. We gotta get the mission reports screen going. The car's coming in here. Come on, don't get hit by the car. Sometimes it does push you. Let you back up a little bit, because yeah, if you actually get hit by the car, it does knock you back. And I mean, there is technically a fence, but I don't trust it too much. So there we go. And let's see what we got for a mission report screen.
Kept my
How'd we
end
do?
of the bargain, as always.
Alright, we got 5 elims. That's pretty good. Like I said, this build is really good. It's one of Madam's best, and you get it right at the start. So I will cut out these loading screens, and I will see you in game 2. Alright, welcome back to game 2 of our basics refresh for Madam. Decent enough spawn here in this building. A lot of intel, apparently. Or not intel, not a lot of intel. A lot of ammo. Jeez. Alright, we're going up first. Not a lot of intel, that is true. We might... Alright. Okay. I figured out what building we're in, and I'm changing my good spawn to not good spawn. We only got 5 intel, and we spawned in the building with this safe. This safe here is, it's not louder than any of the other safes, so we're not going to grab it. But what it is kind of in a central location with only one exit, and so if anyone hears you open it, they know exactly where you are, and, well, you know, if they want to come get you, they know exactly where you are. That's it. I'm going to break into the green room. We're going to try to bait a staff. There we go. Get them to the door so we can take the outfit. We should have gambled first. There's a ton of intel in this room. Jeez. So we're going to be without a gray, but we did get the HP chip, and that's really what matters. Don't really need to hide this or get this with the spyglass. We are the only player in here, and any of these are going to be sus enough. All right. Probably not a player. Whoop. Helps if I actually get the intel. Okay. Alright, similar for that safe there. Pretty central location. This one maybe even more so. And yeah, don't really like grabbing that or guards in this area. So we're kind of following this guard up to B at this point, hoping they got into, well, if they go all the way to B, excellent. If they go, you know, just into the side area, that does allow us to take it as Sky's where hopefully no one is looking. Alright. Looks like she looted a bunch of the room for us, and she's let us in, which is great. She made the mistake of she got the blue safe before she got in the purple door. Clearly not watching the videos, because I say in every single one of these basics refresh, get the purple door first. This is so much more valuable, and there's intel in this room you can use to get the blue safe. So, there we go. Like, perfect explanation. She got the safe, which spent 5, and then she couldn't do anything else because there wasn't enough intel in the room to get, you know, to get into the actual purple room. So she had to leave. We saw her leaving. We killed her. We took her stuff, and we did it the right way. Alright, now from B. C's actually really far. We're going to do a D to E. C's like over there. We're going to go with this window. It seems kind of sus, but let's be honest, people don't really look up. This is a pretty safe jump, and we can just walk nicely to D. You can get a line here. I often don't use the line, maybe even as much as I said. That's either in D or on the other side of D. Looks like the other side. Looks like someone was also here, or still is. I'm confused.
There you are. Surprised it lasted this long.
Oh, that was a player, not a player. I thought that was the other person rushing in.
Never mind, I'm not paid enough for this.
The heck? Is it you? It's not you. I want that keycard, but I also don't want to, you know, die for it. It is you. What the heck? I was like, where'd my keycard go? Did we see someone down here as well? I thought I saw an arm come through at one
You have
point.
wasted your time.
Nah, I think we missed
This
it. Alright, that was weird.
already been
I should have
deactivated.
shot the guard that I thought it was off the bat. I gotta trust my gut a little more. But there we go. And I think I just heard again, but we're not gonna deal with it. One thing to know is that like NPCs don't go in this construction area. If you see anyone in this construction area, just shoot them. They literally just don't go in there, so don't even give it a second thought. Alright, I don't know why he shot, because it wasn't even at us, but he chose to.
Congratulations.
And
you have found a vault
it
terminal.
was the death of him because we have the passive one. Passive one, honestly, doing an excellent showing here.
The vault terminal was deactivated.
We're gonna go, but not too far. Alright, he has heat. Alright, we can't actually get him though because he's Sasori, and he has a big sword that can hit us. And we do not want that. So we're gonna run, we're gonna get our cover back. Don't screw up this jump. And we can heal here, and this does give us the third person camera, not quite as much. I was hoping I could see below as well. We can't do anything. We might be able to actually, let's be honest. I'm greedy, you probably shouldn't do this, just heal. Okay. Well, we'll watch the exits. Yeah, the Sasori stayed near the door. If he had charged the sword and swiped at us, we died there, so we just left. Even though we had decent health, and if it wasn't a Sasori, I probably would have tried to press the fight, because he had heat, taking 30% bonus damage. Alright, let's see if I can do this without the bounce pad. I missed, not great. Who was it? We're just a civilian, but we saw the thing. Alright. We got it. Finally, someone with a gray. There's probably been a bunch of people with a gray, and the comments are gonna go, you know, and flame me a lot for that, but it's fine. We don't need to go back out to E. Is only one... Oh no, there's C. We're gonna go to C because it's really close to the vault. We do need an outfit to be less sus, though, since we are a civilian. We were just in a hurry, and we have the keycards to make that happen. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Look at all the bodies in this room. Alright, our Sasori friend lives. Not sure who else is left, but at least now we did get information from that fight. We know we're fighting a Sasori, and we know we are gonna want to make some range in fights because of it. Because we don't want to get hit by the sword. Sasori very good in mid to short range fight. We're pretty good in mid to longer range fights, so we're gonna try to fight in those mid to longer ranges. Alright, we're kind of hoping it's C, but given that safe is open, it's probably not. Yeah. So it looks like the last one is A. The best thing that could happen at this point is A is actually, actually, I guess not A specifically, but if A is hacked now, we know the person who hacked it is coming from A. There's only so many ways out of A. A is probably the worst one for this, though, because there's a lot of ways out of A. And they can come to this main door we're passing now, or the one on the docks that's kind of in front of us. So, can't really cover everything, but in some situations, like if you know C is the last one... Oop, that's not great. Guess we walked a little odd? We can watch the door, though, or he just guessed. Totally possible. Or he may also... You know, we don't know how long they've been following us. But we've got it, and now they probably are doing the same thing. They're going to hear this go off, and then they're going to know. There's only so many ways out of A, and there's only so many ways from A to the vault. And they probably know what we're disguised as, so we would like a little bit of a change. I mean, this isn't a big change, but it might be enough.
Prove to us we are right to call you our favorite.
Alright, we're on the lookout here. Okay, seem to be A-okay. We are going to duck behind some crates as we run, though. So one thing, when the Sasori did poison us again there, it could have been a guess, but we didn't get traced, so he doesn't have the trace on that. So I maybe didn't have to be as scared as I actually was, but you know, we didn't want to fight a Sasori while they're with the poison, because if he didn't edge face, he's either got bonus damage for the sword, or well, what is the last? The Sasori passive 3 is, I think, just more poison. So not a big deal for that one, so it's probably one of the first two, and not a lot of people use the third one. And it's probably the sword bonus damage, because like it's usually the sword bonus damage. So gotta not get poisoned. That's the the long and the short of it. Don't get poisoned, don't get hit by the sword. We kind of already covered this. Now if we can get this, that's great, because that means we can play around our game instead of his game. There is another way up. There is like stairs here we'll show on the way out, but we can cover those two places. Yeah, it looks like Sasori might be the last player. At least the last one we can see, so we can head on out. We should look for some intel, but this lower section is notorious for not having enough.
Rival agent detection mode.
Okay, what do we got? Is he just above us? Seems like it. I do want intel. Having only 3 here is not enough, but I don't want to take too much time. Okay, one thing we're gonna do here, if I can. Nice. That gets us a lot of distance. And a lot of intel here.
This is taking too long. This is a joke.
And see, yeah, he's really far now. We might be able to get out to B and just leave. Probably not gonna happen. But it's a play we can think about. This does do a big force him to come towards B though, and we might be able to use just that fact. Okay, just keep up the intel. Is he out? He is out. Again, we want to fight longer ranged fights, so if we can get him down this hallway, that's great. He did not come down the hallway? We're just going to be on the edge here. Alright, we got it. So there we go, we forced them to play the game we wanted to play, long range fights, made sure that we never got in range of the sword, and yeah, that was it. That was all we had to do, was make sure that he was coming to us. We did that with the snap way back in the vault, gave us a ton of space to play with, and made sure we knew exactly where he was coming from, allowing us to make that ranged fight and that really long range that he just wasn't going to be able to handle. So there we go. This build's really good. I do recommend picking up Madam if you're a newer player. Again, we've shown off like every way we can use the snap. It's really good. And I'm not even going to pretend to be an expert at it. There's probably ways to use it I haven't even thought of. And yeah, so for 500 credits, pick up Madam, as if you seem like this is an interesting character to you. Comment on your thoughts as always. Like the video, really helps spread it to more people. And subscribe for daily Deceive Inc content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one.